moving on to entertainment. What's topping off our entertainment segment this week, Ms. Reese?
Okay, so the movement. Let's talk about this movement against Gucci, Prada, Montclair, H&M.
H&M is in there
well,
again?
You know,
from before.
From the past.
From before.
Okay, so everybody has been with the shits, right? T.I. spoke out.
Hey, Tip.
Spike Lee said something about it.
Hey, Spike.
And you just kind of been seeing people
chime in.
Yeah. Well, y'all boy, not mine. Floyd Money Mayweather, right? He's an idiot.
Money bag.
So he says, and of course we'll post the video. He says he's not with, he says basically he don't follow what everybody else do. He not gonna let nobody else tell him how to live his life, and he do what he wanna do. He's his own
an independent
person.
thinker. He's free. He's free.
My thing is this: I support everybody. I like everybody. And my thing is this: I like to live life and do what I like to do. I'm not no follower. I do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
Because everybody say wear this or don't wear this. I'm wearing what the fuck I want to wear. I'm about to go in the Gucci.
Were you disrespected at all by the whole blackface?
I'm about to go in the Gucci.
Now, I saw you drop that light 40 on, at that tournament the other day. At that game.
Oh yeah, but you see, we've been in there shopping today.
Look at that. Oh man. Oh yeah, you're not worried about the backlash at all. Look at all the Gucci bags.
Oh man, I'm living life, man. Right. I'm living life.
Because people like T.I., Soulja Boy, they're done with Gucci. They said.
All I gotta say is this: I don't follow. Right. I do what I want to do, when I want to, and how I want to.
So what do you think about that, man? Just in terms of his position of not saying nothing, but saying something, and saying something that seems so ignorant.
I think he's an idiot.
Pretty
and it's
par for
funny
the course
because I think somebody was like, I understand where he's coming from. How? Like,
you don't
how,
have his
Sway?
money. You don't have his money. How do you understand anything he's saying?
That's first of all.
Right.
Secondly, I get it. You want to do what you want to do, live how you want to live. And there's nothing wrong with, say you already got Gucci in the closet. Continue to wear, right? That's not what we're saying. But we're saying, he understands what we're saying.
He gets it.
And you are the fucking sweater. You're the coon. Like,
they're going to call it the
you
Mayweather.
Who they're making it for. You who they're mocking. And it's sad that with our race, I feel like, right? Because you don't see this with the Jews. You don't have one Jew talking about, well, no, I'm finna go shop with the Nazis, and you know what I'm saying? Fuck what y'all saying.
Right.
You don't see
Hi,
like
Hitler!
that. Well, you do see some Mexicans talking about they love Trump. Okay? You do see that, but shit like that, it's like you guys aren't helping the cause. You're harming the cause, and if that's the case, I would hate to see Floyd with no money.
What a humbling experience. And I was thinking about that earlier in terms of like how they say the fall from grace, you know what I'm saying? And like the higher you rise, the harder they fall type thing. And it's just one of those things like, one, that's a high ass plateau to fall from because he is like the top grossing athlete in the world, I think. One. And then two, it's kind of like we haven't seen this nigga ever in my retrospect without money. So he's always been on his way to becoming, Money Mayweather. But it would be interesting to see him without money, to see if his perspective changes, to see how conditional his position is. But it's like, what is your truth? At the end of the day, I think that, again, when we talked about how people got to this country, whether by force or by choice, and the decision to say, hey, whatever happens, we sticking together, I think that's what's lacking. This is a prime example of that's how that's lacking in the African-American community, is because even if we were to have a meeting of the minds, and let's just say 10 people represented all black culture, and it was like, man, well, 11 people represented all black culture, and then it was like, man, we're going to vote, we're going to see what we're going to do with this Gucci shit, are we going to protest, are we going to, whatever. And 6 people was like, man, we not fucking with it. And then the other 5 who was against that and was like, nah, we should continue to fuck with it, blah, blah, blah. They were still in the best interest of the culture, have to rock with the majority.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't seem to have that in our culture. It's like, nigga,
everybody
I do what I want to do. Everybody wants
Nobody
to be a
wants
chief.
to be an Indian.
Nobody wants to be an Indian. It's like on certain issues, Kanye, you got to be an Indian. On certain issues, Floyd, you got to be an Indian. On certain issues, Jay-Z, you have to be a motherfucking Indian. But there's certain things that you need to be chiefs at. Be chiefs in your shit and be Indians in the shit that you don't know enough about. So now, you got 50 who always getting into it with Floyd. putting the mask on them and just kind of showing what it is. Like, nigga, this is you.
Yeah.
This sweater probably would be perfect in May weather, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no pun intended.
And for 50 to say that and to come out and speak against, you know what I'm saying?
Over
somebody.
and over. Like, he's multiple posts. He don't care about shit.
No, and he burned his Gucci shit. You know what I'm saying?
Live on Instagram.
50, I rock with him 100% for that because 50 normally doesn't come and stand out on
stand on shit unless it's his product.
Unless
he stands on his
it's
products.
affecting his bottom line. So for him to really come out and publicly say this shit is like
very commendable.
All right.
Very
Some
commendable.
growth.
And again, man, like I said, you got to stand for something or you got to fall for anything. It seems like my man Floyd is falling. Not falling off monetarily, but just falling for the okie doke. Because again, like T.I. said, we made these shits hot. We made these shits at least hood hot. At least hood hot. And that's another thing. When you think about it, black people get paid less, have higher unemployment, have less resources than this and a third. But we represent 1.1 or greater trillion dollars in the worldwide economy. So it's not that we don't somehow, some way have money. It's just we spend on bullshit, and everybody else is like, no, I invest. I put my money, I save. I do these things. I start businesses. I grab property.
The
I do these
average
things.
white person ain't rocking Gucci this, Gucci belt, Gucci hat, Gucci purse, Gucci.
Why would they?
And first of all, I don't want. This is why I never liked Coach. I don't want no C's all around my shit. I don't want no G's all on my shit. I don't need everybody to know I got Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
It was a phase we went through as shorties where we needed to have FUBU, Aniche, Boss, Jabot. Like, we had to be label hoes for a time. And then you grew out of that shit.
Yeah.
So for adults to still be needing the G-Bells.
Because the adults are buying that shit for the kids. And so the kids are continuing to come up in that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't grow up. My dad was like, why you want to rock what everybody else got on?
Right. So
like, I don't
so you
care
can stand out, nigga.
who name it is. It ain't your name.
Right.
Like, so I have give no fucks about a name.
Zero.
That's why my kids give no fucks about
Zilch. If you really see, I mean, a lot of times when I'm out, doing whatever I'm doing, I might have to have on some European attire. Usually you're going to see me in my shit. My shit going to say free. My shit going to say lunch. My shit going to say academy. Today my shit says all love. Shout out to Monique of all love. Like, there's enough product. Dave Jeff, the fly guy. You got Fashion Geek. You got goddamn Leaders. You got Success. And shout out to Pyramid because they're having a Chicago Brands Only party coming up.
Oh, that's
where
cool.
It's
So
like,
everybody
you just got to rock shit that's from the city. You know, if it's from the city, it's not this, far outlandish, whatever. It's these local brands, usually for us, by us, that look way fresher than the other shit that you can get off the rack anyway.
Yeah,
so
agree.
Y'all stay woke, man. Also in entertainment, Friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
I knew he was going to sing it. That's why I put it
Before
there.
we go any further, let's be friends. What's going on with Friends?
So
Is the show coming back out? Are they relaunching Friends?
I do not like Friends, no.
You know what? I seen a dope picture, a dope T-shirt. And the font for Friends, it kind of got that color scheme and the letters. Yeah. And it said Frenemies. And it was the cast from Juice. Pac, Raheem, Steele, and Q. That shit was decent.
Raheem was my boo.
Frenemies. Raheem.
Anyway.
So sad.
So Monique was on the Steve show yesterday.
Who's Steve?
Steve Harvey.
Oh, okay.
It's just Steve now.
Really?
Yeah, the name of the show is Steve.
Steve, that could be Wilco. That could be the nigga from Jerry Springer.
No, his show says Steve Wilco.
Steve Wilco.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw her on Ricky Smiley I don't know if that was recent, but the last time I saw her was on Ricky Smiley. What she was talking about on Steve?
So her and Steve had a good conversation, just about the issue, what happened, how she felt. He should have responded to her, since they're friends.
Issue? What issue? The Netflix issue? What? She has a lot of issues.
So
she's had a lot of issues.
That's the thing. So it was more about her being blackballed, right? More about her just kind of being put in this corner. Did not know and this was before Netflix. Did not know that she was on stage, right, performing at a comedy show. She went on stage and said, Oprah, Tyler, and Lee Daniels. You know what I'm saying? If she had a dick, suck my dick.
I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels. And I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list. Y'all knew I was not wrong. Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
But Simone, now let me give you this. Because you and I had this conversation, I thought you went about it wrong. See, I felt that you had done yourself a disservice by the way you chose to go about it.
Tell me how I went about it.
I was cool with you, with your deal with Netflix. I was cool with you. The two problems that we had, number one, the boycott of Netflix,
yes.
we never gave people a point of action. Okay, if we're gonna boycott, are we gonna not get subscriptions? Are we gonna turn it off? Or are we gonna go down there and get signs? The second point, what was coming to me was, this problem that you had in Netflix is rich people problems. Cause they looking at us going, you talking about you didn't get millions, or you got this, you ought to be cool.
But when you say,
what did you want me to do? I can't risk all I got.
Got a lot.
You know what I'm saying? For
got
my
a lot of
kids,
shows called Steve.
For my grandkids, for my, you know what I'm saying? The
My
things that
legacy,
I'm building
my-
up.
yeah.
But he was like, you know, I definitely should have just kind of talked to you and maybe talked you through it. But then he was like, you know, when you come at these three powerful people, and then, so you tell them to suck your dick, and then you say, y'all, we're going to boycott. Well, these three motherfuckers is like, the hell with your ass.
Right.
You
Written
want
off.
something else.
Wait,
And
so this is Oprah, Lee, and who?
Tyler.
Tyler, that's right.
You know the crew.
The third, yeah.
And so, but it was really interesting. She got a chance to get what she needed to say off her chest, and then Steve was able to share with him and kind of shed some light on the situation. So it was a good talk.
It's interesting, man, because it's like when you polarize yourself and it's like either love me or hate me and that's who I am, and people have already made that decision, they tend to just look for reasons to confirm their decision versus, man, she made a good point with that one. It's like, nah, I can't even give you that. I don't fuck with you. I hate you, or I've decided to hate you. Therefore, I'm only going to really even receive things that fuel that hate.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a lost cause at the end of the day. I feel like maybe it's a lesson learned for the up and comings, for the future.
How to
I
deal
ain't gonna
with
say
stuff.
future Monique's, but you know, future
Comedians,
African American
female
comedians,
comedians.
female comedians in general, whatever. Just to know how to play it and maybe how not to play it, because again, you might have felt very good saying, man, if I had a dick, suck my dick. But I think the best revenge is success. So I might feel that way and be like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, you gotta.
I would never let you know that.
Sometimes you gotta just
I
hone it
would
in.
never let you know that.
But she does have a residency in Vegas now at I don't remember the name of the hotel. STL, I want to say.
Okay.
But it's on the Strip. It's in Vegas, and so she's the first female African American comedian to have a residency. So that's good.
So that's Black history. You know what I'm saying? All right. Also in entertainment, man, we're going to move on to what do we believe? What do we believe? I think that when you say we, who is we? Us? Black? Us?
Us folks.
Us here?
Yeah.
Us here in this circle right here? Master not around? What does we believe? I don't know. But I do know this. The things that you think about the most, those are your beliefs. The things that you, man, I just, you know, I meditate on these things. I focus on these things. You know what I'm saying? The economy is bad. So you think about that shit all the time. You're going to believe that the economy is bad. Versus, man, the economy is great and there's opportunity and blah, blah, blah. And I think of those things. I focus on those things. You're going to believe that. So I really believe whatever you believe is a byproduct of the things you focus on the most. But what are you talking about here?
Jussie Smollett, why you going through all of that?
Shit. Not Jussie.
What do we think?
We talked about Jussie earlier. First of all, you spelled your name wrong, nigga. First of all.
No, this how you spell it.
No. Supposed to spell it like
Jussie.
Jesse White and Jesse Jackson.
No, that's how you spell it.
Come
Jussie.
on, man. Jussie.
Jussie Smollett.
Jussie.
So he
That's
did an
a
interview.
Jussie.
He did an interview with Robin Roberts. Good Morning America. Did you see it?
Hey, Rob. I did not.
Okay. It was really good. He got a little emotional, and I think I'm getting a soft spot for him, because he was just really, I felt like he was really speaking up for the young black gay.
I knew you were.
Yeah.
We live in a society where, as a gay man, you are considered somehow to be weak. And I'm not weak. I am not weak. And we are, as a people, are not
I
weak.
think he feels like he needs to defend himself, you know, because the public.
Amid the rumors that this is not how the story played out.
Yeah, he did say that. He was like, you know, this wasn't no, I forget how he says it, but like no little booty call. Like he was like, I ain't been on Tinder, none of them damn sites in years, because apparently he's dating, he has a partner, right? And so he was like, this wasn't that. And I used to be on them sites years ago. I'm not ashamed of that. In other words, you know, I'm not, he was like, you know, people talking about, well, I was here at Subway. He was like,
Subway is open 24 hours. Like, people kill me when they say things like that, because it's like Subway is open 24 hours for a reason. So that when you're hungry at night and you ain't got no food, you go to Subway. The camera facing north. How is that my issue? It feels like if I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more. And that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now.
like, Subway's 24 hours, so in case you don't have no food in your house, you hungry, you go get you some Subway. I don't know. I just felt like, you know what,
But what do
Jussie?
you believe?
Forget him. Forget the haters and keep doing your thing.
What do you believe?
Then he was
Because
like,
again, if you think about all the fucking sequences of events, what do you believe? What do you believe? Then he was like, what? Then he was like, what?
he said,
What was he
because
like?
you know they were giving him slack for not giving up his phone. I get him
Wait,
not
what's
wanting
that
to
part?
give up his phone.
What's that part?
He gave them records, like the phone records. He didn't give up the physical phone.
Gave who?
The police.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't.
It's my phone.
Yeah, he's
dick
like,
pics
he had-
in there. Come on, man.
And
It's obviously dick
numbers
pics in
and
there.
everything like that. So yeah, he didn't do that.
Right.
So
And they gave him some backlash because of that.
because he didn't give up his phone.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say this. You are strong for, you know, championing this cause and, you know, for going out in the public and for letting people know what happened to you or didn't. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that it's multiple sides. I'm not going to say just 2 or 3, but it's multiple sides to every story, right?
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where it's just like when certain shit just don't add up, I'm just in the point of my life where I'm just like, I'll wait. I'll wait. I heard it stated like this. Lies are a sprint. The truth is a marathon. So motherfuckers be quick to tell a lie and be like, this is what happened. But the truth eventually will come to the finish line and be like, actually, this is what happened here. So I just like that quote, and I just would like more information, man. Maybe we could hear from, you know, the people that did this to them and just get their perspective. I know they haven't been brought to justice, and that's probably less than likely to happen and all types of shit. But it's just like, bruh, you're rich. And I get it. It's subjective. But you're rich, man. If I was rich, I wouldn't be eating Subway. I don't like Subway now.
I don't either.
I don't like Subway now.
Yeah, I
If I had a hankering for food in the middle of the night, Subway would not be one of my choices.
I
In
get it.
downtown Chicago,
I get it.
fuck out of here.
I get it.
So many choices. You know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that. I get why you wouldn't give up the phone for those, you know, reasons we discussed. So what would stop you from deleting those pictures and then giving up the phone? If
Well,
it's,
you
know what I'm
know,
saying?
you
I get
gotta
it. It's your
just-
phone. You ain't got to give up your
Yes.
phone, but we don't have to believe you either. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Not our problem. Anyway, you said what? You believe him? You stand with Jussie?
Come on the show. Talk about it.
Man, come holler at your boy and girl, man, on this and the third. All right, last but not least in entertainment on this week's episode of this and the third. New show reviews. What's to
I'm
it?
so excited about this.
What's to
Okay,
it?
so you probably didn't even watch none, right,
Neither none what?
of the shows. Boomerang. Did you watch the new Boomerang?
No, I did not.
Oh, you guys.
Is it good? What network is that on?
BET.
Okay.
Watch it. It comes on Tuesdays right after American Soul. It is. First of all, y'all need to watch the original Boomerang because
Oh, now I watched that.
no, Raquel, all them, none of them have seen it.
Oblivious. Oblivious.
So
it's disgusting.
You
this
have
new
to watch the original
Yeah.
so that you can really.
They
take
watched the
from
new
it.
one? Are you saying they watched the series but they haven't seen the movie, or they just don't watch either?
They haven't seen it either.
Okay.
But in the series, you see they take certain scenes from the original, like when they was working out and they was talking
the rolling
about the girl.
scene, him, Martin, and David.
And I was watching it, I was like, oh, that's, it's just certain things that they took and kept it. And so basically the characters are all different. It's like 5 or 6 friends. The main character is the daughter of Marcus Graham, right? So she's working at her father's.
Him and Holly?
They don't go into that.
Okay,
We don't know her mom. But it starts off with them at her dad's firm, right? She breaks out. She wants to do things on her own. She don't want to be attached to her daddy. But 2 of her friends work at the firm, right? And so they're all just kind of figuring their thing out, figuring love out, their career. It's just really fresh. And it's some dope, young, black, talented actors.
It sounds like we went from blackish to grownish to professionalish.
To Boomerang, it's a really dope show. And I'm just excited because BET usually has whack programming.
Are these big name actors, actresses, or no name?
Everybody is
fresh. No.
Fresh. You know what? I think the one friend is Ralph from New Edition.
Okay, they played that character.
Yeah.
Okay, so Buddy from the Hate You Give.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I think this other guy played in something before, but they're pretty much new, up and coming faces.
That's good. That's always good.
Check it out.
Hungry as hell.
I'm excited to see if this continues.
Okay.
The next show is American Soul.
Now that's the one with the story of Don Cornelius. Now how many episodes is this, or is this a full series, or is it more of a mini series?
Series. So this show is an hour long.
Okay.
So I think we're 3 episodes or 4 episodes in.
Okay.
This is like I'm glued. Okay, I am in it.
Goddamn.
It's just so much going on, just to see how he started in Chicago, how he was able to break out and go national, the sacrifices he made with his family, them not wanting to leave Chicago when he had to be in LA, the people who ended up helping him, what I'm saying, black people who came to his aid, who had some money and was like, brother, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna get you to where you need to go. It's really refreshing. I think the story is well told, well written. The cast is bomb. Yeah. And it's not just about Don, but you see, like, they shed light on some of the dancers. Right. So you see their lives. Yeah. The different people who helped him. Yeah, it's just a really dope, mesmerizing show.
That's what's up.
And it's on BET too.
And you watching it as it comes out, or are you binging it?
No, I've been watching it. So I haven't seen this week's episode, but I'm caught up. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So that's American Soul and that's Boomerang, both series on BET. So shout out to Black Entertainment Television. Jamie Foxx, what do you call it? Black excellence televised. You know what I'm saying?
Finally.
Finally, man, we getting somewhere, man. But I told you, like in entertainment and sports and politics and everywhere else, you know what I'm saying? We really putting on in civil and community service and leadership. Yeah. It's an uprising. Before we end on entertainment for this week, I did want to get your opinion on the whole J-Lo controversy. Have you heard about that, where she sang the Motown tribute?
Wait, before we go to J-Lo, I just got to shout out Amanda Seales. Because I saw her HBO special, I Be Knowing, and it was
what was it?
Hilarious.
I seen the commercials for it.
It was insightful. Okay. It was just, it was refreshing.
I ain't going to say pretty because all of them pretty, but this the butterscotch chick from Insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the married chick.
So she's been around a long time, right?
She fly. She fly.
And she is conscious, so her comedy is very just on point, everyday shit that she deal with or interactions, and it's mostly for women.
Okay. Like Insecure, man. Like, is it still on?
Brothers will like it, but
is Insecure still a thing?
Yeah, but I think it doesn't come out till like the fall.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And how did season 2 do? Did you watch it?
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay.
Took a step back almost.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't check it out, but I was just curious. But no, what I was saying was, and shout out Amanda Seales, and y'all watch that on HBO when y'all get a chance. What I was saying was the whole J-Lo controversy about her representing at the Grammys at the Motown tribute. And she had Smokey, she had Neo, who I heard replaced Stevie Wonder when he dropped out last minute and was like, I ain't doing that shit. So Smokey Robinson did stand with her, and she killed it, but they're saying it was like provocative, it was inappropriate just for a Puerto Rican, woman to represent Motown, et cetera, et cetera.
Beyonce doing a Selena tribute or, you know what I'm saying, Latin American tribute.
Yeah, without some type of backlash. You might have it, but you would have backlash.
Yeah, they'd be like, where's Shakira? Where's
Because,
Gloria Estefan? Where's all these other goddamn people who are of Latin descent? So,
That
I
could
mean,
do it, yeah.
I think, I heard Smokey kind of standing up for
He
J-Lo.
did. He said, like, Motown was all about inclusion. Motown was all about global influence. Motown with
But
the
the
Tina
world
Marie's,
wasn't.
with the Tina Marie's and the whoever other white
Didn't get
acts
Tina
that
Marie.
they had. He was just kind of saying, like, they started off with that diversity kick. Why would they limit themselves to not be
You
a
name
diverse
one
man?
person. Give me another diverse person that's on Motown.
Shit, Smokey. Motherfucker, what is he?
Yeah.
He bathed in a motherfucker. Nah. I was just playing. I just want to get your opinion on it. I don't really have a perspective. I got a perspective, but I don't really have an opinion on it because I'm just like, I love watching J-Lo just because she's sexy as fuck at 50. But I did want to know this. Did you hear the reason it was a Motown tribute in the first place?
No.
They said that shit was supposed to be a Michael Jackson tribute. And there is a documentary going around Sundance and other film festivals called Leaving Neverland. Very similar to Surviving R. Kelly, where two, I think it's white men, are saying how they were sexually molested by
And so they,
I was gonna say Martin Luther King, by Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and now they're saying like that's why they pulled that from being a Michael tribute by J-Lo to let's just do a Motown tribute, which kind of encompasses Michael but doesn't focus primarily on him. Damn, did you hear about that?
no, I didn't.
That shit, it fucks with me because one, he can't defend himself, right? We've heard that, we've been around, we've been through this, and now motherfuckers are just like that Me Too movement. Now this R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly, now Leaving Neverland. Like, what's
Did you
next?
hear?
When they gonna do one about Elvis? When they gonna do one about Franklin D. Roosevelt?
wait.
When they gonna do one about George Washington? When they gonna do one about, goddamn it,
I don't know.
all
I
these
guess I'll
other
do
motherfuckers
one.
that are
I don't know.
on dollar bills and shit like that, and try to say like, oh, we can't do no tributes to them because they also were flawed individuals.
But did you hear that they found a new tape? Somebody
I
turned
did.
in a
R.
new
Kelly
tape.
has a new tape. This better not be a true tape. This better not be no 2019 or even close to it tape.
I tried looking for it. I couldn't find it.
He should not have camera access. He shouldn't be allowed on Instagram Live. None of that shit, man. But what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that it's fair that they replace what would have been the Michael Jackson tribute at the Grammys with the Motown Grammys? And how do you feel about J-Lo performing either of them? Would you have felt better with her performing a Michael Jackson tribute?
No.
Because they the same color.
No.
No? Okay. And then the Motown
And I like
tribute.
J-Lo, but no.
I love
You got too many black people to
That
do
could do that.
Motown. But if you notice, a lot of people wasn't at the damn Grammys.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Everybody that was at that Rock Nation brunch
Yeah,
was
wasn't
not at the Grammys.
Yeah.
And I
They
would
had
have
called
rather been
somebody
at that
name.
brunch.
They had called somebody's name and was like, yeah, they couldn't be here with like they won. What about the Cardi shit? We ain't talking about that. What about Cardi? The backlash from her being the first female solo artist to win the rap album of the year, and
What's
the backlash that
backlash?
came from that. They were saying Mac Miller should have got it, man. He rest in peace.
So
They were
what?
saying that J. Cole should have got it for Killing Our Demons, a very woke album.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just
But
a lot
it's a
of
woke
different-
album, so that's
Yeah.
they're not going to give it to him. They're going to give it.
Malik was upset that Meek wasn't even mentioned, but I think that because of when his album came out, maybe it'll be considered this upcoming cycle.
The timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's only the first 3/4 of the
Yeah.
calendar year that they consider it
But I
something.
think Cardi was the most overall the year.
Yeah.
She had a
She
phenomenal
killed the game.
year.
She killed the game. You notice she accepted her award with
Offset. Yeah, you know.
What did you think about her performance? With the little peacock tail and
She
popping
did
ass
good.
at the Grammys and
But
shit
I
like
mean,
that?
she was the only
I
thing
love
at
me
the
some
Grammys,
Cardi,
so I
dog.
just didn't. I wasn't that glued into it.
Yeah, I just love me some Cardi, man. I just love winners, man. I just love seeing her win. I know people gonna hate. I know they got her in her feelings for, she got off Instagram for a hot second after she did a crazy rant talking about, all the backlash. But I would just say keep your head. And haters gonna hate. And I think having haters in today's day and age is like almost necessary.
Followers.
Yeah, it's like having followers. Somebody gonna damn hate. But I think that about wraps us up for this week's segment.